Hi everyone. Hi everyone. I'd like to turn around and tell you guys a little bit about me and a little bit about why I have this channel on the go. Well, as I'm pretty sure you got from the title of my channel, Ian Potts. That's my name. Um, I live with a horrifying disease called complex regional pain syndrome. It's affected both of my legs, all the way up my back to about halfway up my chest, and my right arm. It's not a very nice disease. I am still able to walk a little bit, but not very much. Um, I don't get to walk very far or very fast or anything like that. Um, just because of the way that it hurts. Um, with this disease, it feels like I'm always sitting in a vat of broken glass or in a big, huge vat of broken and molten metal and whatnot. It hurts a lot. A lot of the times it feels like my legs are on fire. There are other times where it feels like my legs are in an ice shack. Usually to touch them, they're pretty cold. The color is not always the nicest in the world. I'll quickly show you guys what I mean. This is, a picture of my regular hand, and that's it in comparison to my bad leg. And as you can see, this one is on its way there. It's not a fun thing to live with. I don't like it. Nobody who has it likes it. It's rated a 46 out of 50 on the Miguel pain scale. Childbirth without anesthetics is a 40. I use a mobility device to get around most of the time. Pardon me. I usually use my wheelchair. I have a Quantum Q6 Edge. This is what it looks like. Not all that special, but it does the job. This particular model has a recline feature built into it, which really does help me, especially when I'm sitting for long periods of time. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am activating it right now. It allows me to be able to put my legs up at a angle where it helps, as you can see. And in this position, I'm still able to drive around. Thank God. Or else, I can promise you this much, I wouldn't be getting around as often as I do. With this disease, not a lot of people understand how it affects the body. For each person who has CRPS, it affects them differently. For myself, pressure, temperature change, barometric pressure change, hot and cold. Usually the cold makes it worse. Any sort of activities that I do makes things worse for me. And unfortunately, there is no cure for this disease. There's only ways of making people comfortable. Yes, I am drinking a Tim Hortons coffee. I don't like Tim Hortons all that much, but it's what's available where I'm at right now. One of the major problems for people with CRPS is that nobody seems to understand how we feel. When you're in pain constantly, and I know it's really hard to imagine, but 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I am always in pain. I usually have some sort of a device hooked up to me to try and reduce pain levels. I do not use pharmaceutical medications anymore. I used to be on a lot of pharmaceutical medications if you guys are interested in what they are. Please make sure that you put it all into the comment section, and I will answer them as quickly as I can. Also, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, because we don't have very many subscribers yet, and I'd really like to get the right information out to people and show everybody what it's like to actually be in a wheelchair all the time. Because for me, unless I'm at home or, at my office where I volunteer, I wouldn't get anywhere without my chair. As I said, I only walk about 1.5 kilometers an hour, and I can only walk for about 15 minutes at a time. Sometimes less, depending on the day, sometimes a little bit more. But roughly about every 15-20 minutes, I have to sit down for about 15-20 minutes, sometimes an hour, and usually with my legs up, because they go black, like purpley black color, like they've been hit with a sledgehammer color. It usually feels like they're being hit with a sledgehammer most of the time. I know a lot of people may notice on my videos I might look mad all the time, or people who know me in real life, you might think that I'm mad most of the time. I'm not mad. Most of the time, I actually try to have a really good attitude about how this disease is affecting my body and how people look at me and treat me, say, on public transportation. It gets difficult. Yeah, I get frustrated at people. But I'm not mad all the time. People need to understand that I'm trying to fight a disease here. The most painful one known to mankind. That when you're cold, you feel the cold 100 times worse. That's why I'm super bundled up here. Like, it's not that cold today. It's only about -5 with the wind chill. But for me, it feels like it's -30. That's just because of the way that this disease hits the body. When I take a shower, because a lot of people, when they have this disease, they don't want to take a shower or take a bath or anything like that. I don't blame you for a minute. But you have to. It's called forced desensitization. I do it every day. I take a shower every day. It hurts so bad for almost 15 minutes while I let the water sit and warm up my body. That's how long it takes to warm up my body in the morning, just to be able to get going. And after that, I can take the pressure of the water for maybe 5 minutes if I'm lucky, but I'm squirming. I'm constantly moving. A lot of people don't understand it. I wish they did. It would certainly help out in some situations. It constantly feels like I have glass coming all through my legs. When I do walk, it feels like I'm constantly being hit with a 2x4. I have been hit with one before. It's not very nice. It hurts. But I just wanted to give you guys a little introduction into what my channel is all about. It's pretty much all about me, how this disease is affecting me, how it has affected others in my life, and maybe someday, through all of my experiences, somebody might turn around and say, hey, because Ian showed me that there is still a way, there's always a chance, you can work through it no matter what. I'm still here. That would be a great honor to me. There's a lot of people out in this world that don't know where to go with this disease. That was me almost 15 years ago. I was originally disabled with this disease in November 2005. The current date is March, I think it's the 7th or the 8th here today, 2018. So it's been quite a few years, 13 years, that I've been dealing with this disease. It started in my hand, and then after a workplace injury, going back 8 years ago, it took my ability to walk properly. My life was a shit show after that, up until a few years ago, when I actually met a caregiver that was willing to work with me. And this disease is not easy to work with. It's hard. There's so many contributing factors. So many things change from a day-to-day basis, even a minute-to-minute basis. Like right at this moment, I feel like I could just curl up in a ball and cry. But in 10 minutes, after I say have some medication, I might feel okay enough to continue on the rest of the day. Or I might not. It all depends on, weather conditions. As you can see, it's not the nicest weather conditions right now, but that's okay. It'll get better. It's March. It'll warm up. Once the warm weather starts coming, my chair will be happier. I'll be happier. I'm going to be going through a lot of wheelchair tech tips in my channel. I'm also going to be going through different kinds of wheelchairs. I'll be helping to show off different things, different pieces of equipment that not only myself but others use that really help. Some stuff that's not always being taken as a real, option for what we're dealing with, or just as an option in general. But that's why I'm here. I've been an advocate for people who have complex regional pain syndrome for, going on about 5-6 years now. I have my own webpage. Mostly deal with the Facebook page. I will put the Facebook names in the description so that you guys can please like us and share some of the good information that we have. I've been told by a lot of people that our pages are some of the most informative on CRPS and RSD. I try to work with as many people from around the world to get as much information as I can from around the world so that we can help each other. It's not a very nice disease. 90% of the time, the sufferers, we feel alone in this world because nobody understands what it feels like for us. Most of the time, I'll be honest, when my caregiver goes to bed and I sit back and I watch television at night, or take a look at YouTube videos or talking with patients, I sometimes cry myself to sleep because I know the next day I have a horrible day coming, a horrible day full of pain. It's very depressing. That's why we all must use everything that we can. I utilize cannabis. I utilize a TENS EMS machine to help reduce pain levels. I have a service dog, but because of temperatures right now, I'm not going to make her go around and be outside for the length of time I am today. Get friends who understand. Get involved with organizations so that you can help to take your mind off the pain. The minute you can start to take your mind off the pain, you can start putting in mental blocks that will help to stop the pain. This kind of pain, like I said, it doesn't go away. It doesn't care how happy, sad, how strong of a person you are. It'll get you. And you can get it from something as simple as stubbing your toe all the way to major or minor surgery gone wrong. The problem is not many people, and when I say people in this instance, I'm talking about doctors, nurses, ER staff, deans of medicine. They don't know what CRPS is, or complex regional pain syndrome. You also might have been diagnosed with reflex sympathetic dystrophy, or RSD, or cosgalia. Guess what? It's all the same bloody disease. Some of us have a spreading type, some of us don't. Some of us have a spreading type that is going into the just the limbs. Some of us have it where it actually affects our internal organs, our eyesight, our heart. They say that it won't kill you, but I'm sorry, the nervous system runs the heart. And when the nervous system that runs the heart forgets what it's supposed to be doing because it's in so much pain, guess what's going to happen? The heart's going to stop. That's why there's so many different products out there. People don't know about these products or know how to utilize them properly, and they're not getting the correct effectiveness. EMF field generators like Oscar Pulse, or the one that I actually prefer to recommend is the ActiPatch. They're EMF generators. They've actually been proven to help regenerate nerve tissue, to help induce more blood flow. Same thing with EMS machines and TENS machines. They are designed to help make life that little bit better, but it takes a lot of work to find out what's going to work for you, because what's going to work for me might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for me. In another video, I will get more into the different kinds of cannabis strains that I use, the different kinds of medications I was on. I'll get into all the different kinds of surgeries that I've had to try and have this rectified, the different treatment options that have been presented to me, the ones that I've decided to go with. There's a lot of information, and then of course there's the regular everyday show that seems to be getting more and more interesting on a daily basis. If you watch my other videos, you'll somewhat know what I mean. I will be trying to post more videos on a daily basis. I'm really sorry about a couple of my earlier videos where the audio is not synced properly with the rest of the video. There was a problem with how it was uploaded to YouTube. I am going to be fixing it. I am in the process of redoing those videos with a new program that I just picked up for audio-video editing, and we'll see how it goes. Please, if you have any comments, questions, please hit the comment button and obviously leave a comment. If you like the kinds of videos that we're putting out or going to be putting out, please make sure you hit that subscribe button so that I can continue to bring you some decent news, good news, and maybe some ugly news in between. Hope everybody has a low-pain day. Thank you very much. We're up here supporting everybody who has complex regional pain syndrome around the world, from right here in Ontario, Canada. Have yourselves a safe day.